All it took was a breath, and the clothes of the beautiful woman beside him lifted, revealing every curve. As he walked down the street, he suddenly stopped in front of a luxury store window. With just a squint of his eyes, he dressed himself in expensive clothes, as if the finest fashion had been tailored for him. A flick of his hand, and a fire hydrant burst into jets of water. When a group of thugs tried to provoke him, he simply opened his mouth, and suddenly swarms of bees poured out, forcing the bullies to flee in panic. Even his pet dog seemed to share in the miracle, now using the bathroom on its own and even flushing afterward. That old car, his companion for 30 years, turned into a gleaming supercar in the blink of an eye. In the chaos of traffic, a mere movement of his fingers made every vehicle part to open a path just for him. Then, climbing to the top of a lightning rod, he raised his arms triumphantly and summoned a bolt of lightning. He felt like a god, and he swore that everyone who had ever mocked him would pay dearly. The first target, Robert, his rival at work, with a simple twist of his hand, Joel made his colleague's voice turn squeaky in the middle of a live broadcast. Within days, he took Robert's place, gaining fame and prestige. But behind the glory, the burden of divine power only grew heavier. Haunted by millions of voices in his head, Joel was transported to the summit of Everest, where once again he stood before God himself. It had all started a week earlier, when Joel had the reckless idea of challenging God, claiming his job was too easy. In a childish game, he asked, "How many fingers am I holding up?" The creator answered firmly, 7. But Joel cheated, trying to ridicule him. What followed left him stunned. At a nearby cafe, he asked for a spoon. An old man, confused, watched him closely. When the waiter brought soup, Joel spread his hands over the bowl, and violent waves rose from it like a raging ocean. Later, seeking comfort, he visited his wife, Judy. With a wave, he cleared the clouds, brightened the moon, and scattered extra stars across the sky, creating a universe just for them. The candlelit dinner seemed perfect, until a dreadful noise erupted from nowhere. Once again, he was taken to Everest. God looked him in the eye and asked, "Joel, with all this power, who have you helped this week?" Joel had no answer. Then came the revelation. That noise was the echo of unanswered prayers. Determined to make things right, Joel began collecting people's wishes on slips of paper. But when he realized they were too many, he switched to emails. Soon, he discovered there were over 1 million impossible to grant one by one. Overwhelmed, he took the easy way out. He said yes to everything. Then, carefree, he went off to enjoy a ball. Surrounded by laughter and music, he believed he had one. Until the very moment a co-worker, one who had always despised him, drew close. And right then, Judy witnessed the betrayal that would bring everything crashing down.